The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Throwing to start here is Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action. It's Fields.
On the move to his left.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
On play action, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Chris Olave
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. Evades him at the 20. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The screen pass here to Cohen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense. On 1st down, Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Going right back to Wilson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a WR1. He gets the 1st down right there.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Fields.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Howard scared him on the fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That is caught by Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. In motion left is Beckham. Fields on 1st down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He finds Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Jets had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. It's brought in by Wilson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he's not able. Is stopped well. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Tua now on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Here's Tua. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Mostert. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. He's felt early in this one first. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the 39, Fields. He completes it to Olave. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Here's the option, running right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Down the numbers. There he goes. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Tua and a completion to Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Going right back to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fields on first down. Caught. It's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you can.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And on first down, Tagovailoa. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua hit, and the ball is out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields going to look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, but they seem to be
under pressure, and they got to him again.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields. Taken in left side. It's Wilson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Fields.
Wilson's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They snap it to Fields. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Another run here with Dobbins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. It's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone that's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Buying time, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Trayvon Walker
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
36 yards.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And a completion to Wilson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get it.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He finds Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On 2nd and 9, Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Fields. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 72 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go.
And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua to throw. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Tua right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Tagovailoa over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Now Tua over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.